Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back. I was sick, couldn't make videos for a second, but this is probably the best time to make a video because guess what? We just got official concept art for the Kenobi show. Now, before we get into this, I want to say huge thank you to 13 of y'all. I have 13 subscribers now, which is kind of weird to think about. But yeah, you all get a prize, like some cookies. I don't know. If you want to see this channel grow, make sure you hit subscribe and like, and let's get into the video. So the concept art that got released was for the Disney Plus day, and they kind of had like a Sezzle reel of just concept art. It was kind of crazy, and I'll get into why, but we'll go over some of the concept art that was shown. So this one that we're looking at here is just a battalion of stormtroopers in some sort of planet. It doesn't necessarily look like the Coruscant Jedi Temple, but it could also be some sort of starship or planet base. There's really no description of these photos, but they do look like there's going to be different planets involved, so I think that's pretty interesting. Another one that was shown that I'm super hyped about is a starship, and out of the starship is stormtroopers followed by an inquisitor, and just the fact that we're going to see Inquisitors in live action kind of hunting down Jedi or doing Vader's bidding is incredibly exciting, and I think it's super cool to see. Now, this one right here is probably the coolest to me. We finally get Vader in his throne room. I would assume on Mustafar, looking at a hologram maybe of the Emperor or flashback sequence. We don't know. This is the content that we've been waiting for, seeing Vader, being Vader, doing his thing. I think we're going to get a fulfillment of that and more in this new TV show, so I am super pumped about that. Now, this one is a controversial one, and I'll explain why. It's Vader and Obi-Wan fighting. The reason why that's controversial is, if you remember in A New Hope, Darth Vader has this kind of whole soliloquy of telling Obi-Wan that, you know, last time we met I was the learner, but now I'm the master, and them fighting may kind of retcon that. I'm personally excited and I want to see this happen. It looks like they're either on a damaged Star Destroyer or Mustafar. It looks more like a Star Destroyer, like inside of a spaceship or like a factory or something like that. How they meet, we don't know. We don't know if it's a flashback sequence or like a nightmare in their dreams. I'm personally excited to see Vader in freaking 4K just dueling with Obi-Wan. I don't think at this point, because this is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, I don't really think he stands a chance against Obi-Wan, and that's just my opinion, because he's still kind of learning how his body works and with the mechanics, and he doesn't really have the full force potential that he used to have when he was Anakin Skywalker. Obi-Wan has been harnessing his power and growing in the Force, and I believe that they're equals, I would say. That's just my opinion, but I could be wrong. Like in this fight sequence, Vader could totally school Obi-Wan, and if they're following the New Hope dialogue though, I don't think that's the case. I think Obi-Wan will have kind of a leg up on Vader. No pun intended, because he is like Vader does. Anyways, moving on. Now, this one is a cool one to me because it is the first look that we get of how Obi-Wan is going to look. It looks like he's kind of traveling around Tatooine, I would assume, and his garments are awesome. He has like a remnants of his old Jedi robe, but some, you know, neutral looking clothes to kind of not give away the fact that he is a Jedi, and he looks older, which is cool, and I'm just really excited to see what Ewan McGregor is going to do in his role for Obi-Wan in this TV show, and I think it's really, really exciting to see. Now, all that being said, probably with the official Disney Plus Day release, we could potentially get a Kenobi trailer. I'm not banking on that too much, just because Kenobi's set to release in 2022. Speculation is saying around May, which that's fairly soon, so a trailer would be cool to see now, obviously, but I'm not really banking on that. Would I be thoroughly impressed and surprised and love it to death? Absolutely, but I don't really think that is the case. We could see some Obi-Wan Kenobi in live action in 48 hours, and that would be incredible because it's been 16 years since we've seen that. So all that to say, this is really incredible, and I think the show is going to deliver. I said that from the get-go. I don't think Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are going to mess this up, because they know how important it is to the fans, and I truly think that they are going to do what's right by Star Wars and George's story. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be covering all things Kenobi, all things Star Wars, so like I said, make sure you hit subscribe and like to stay around. Let's help this channel grow. I would love to see more of your faces around here soon, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.